Chocs and Chocettes and in between Chocobirds here for another video review. It's the Terry's Chocolate Orange Minis Biscuit. Or Biscuit Minis, I'm not sure how you'd say it, but there we go. Minis Biscuit, it says. Yeah, so these have been out for a long time, but I've just never reviewed them. I've reviewed most Terry's products, if not all of them really, at least in recent years anyway. But these ones just always pass me by. I think I did have them in the past, but I ate them basically. Normally I'm quite good and I don't eat what I've got in the stash ready for review or waiting for a review. But these ones I did, so there we go. But I think that was a few years back now, 2-3 years ago. So it was long enough. It was long enough for me to, well, for them to be fresh and new, I think is the gist of it. So yeah, so what are they? Well, you could probably guess really. Well, it says made with real orange oil and biscuit pieces. Milk chocolate flavoured with real orange oil with biscuit pieces, 4%. There we go, so we've got the ingredients there. Any palm oily type things in there? Oh yes, there's a palm there, you can see palm there. So it's vegetarians, it says. Throw in the bin, 115 grams for the whole thing. So per 100 grams, 517 calories, 27 grams of fat, 17 of which are saturates. So per 7 segments, 25.2 grams, 130 calories, 6.9 grams of fat, 4.2 of which are saturates. Most chocolate products per 100 grams have between 500 to 550. This is almost in the middle of that. And it's 115 grams. 7 segments is probably a quarter roughly. There we go. Alright. Product may suffer some scuffing in transit, it says. Alright, okay. It says milk size 40% minimum, cocoa size 25% minimum, contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter. Okay. So that's very nice. Got the resealed tab. You don't see these a lot these days, do you? You used to see these quite a lot, these little peelable stickers to reseal it. You don't seem to get them much anymore. Maybe it's because they're trying to be more recyclable. It's a plastic piece maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah, interesting. Alright, so anything else to say? I don't know if there's much more to say actually, to be honest with you. I mean, it's got the contact us if you're not happy, stuff like that, or just generally I think. Nothing on this side. A bit of crimpage on the bottom. So you can see here, I mean, it looks a reasonably big pack, but when you consider this is crimped at the bottom, you know, it's, I guess, flat, but that's obviously not going to contain anything, and this at the top, and clearly could never contain anything. I mean, it's crimped, and also you've got to open it below. This is peeled to open, a bit like an orange, I guess. What does it say there? Reclose the sticker to maintain orangey freshness, it says. Alright, yeah. Very good, this one. Yeah, so basically the difference between this one is, I think most of the Terry's Chocolate Orange products these days tend to be the ones that you can find in Terry's Chocolate Orange Sensations, the selection pack or box or tin or whatever. I don't know if they do in tins, but anyway, the selection they do with various Terry's Chocolate Oranges. And generally it's the white chocolate, the dark chocolate, the toffee one with crunchy bits in, I think it is. The regular one. What's the other one? Is it popping candy? I think it's popping candy, isn't it? So those are the 5 that are in there. And this one isn't really. I kind of wish it was, you know. Because we don't do a sort of full Terry's Chocolate Orange as one of these. Yeah, so it's one of those, you know. Maybe they should do, maybe they should. And just so you know what a Terry's Chocolate Orange is, it's kind of like a, basically it's an orange. It's an orange made up of chocolate essentially, so it's got the segments are actually chocolate segments, and it's just a, yeah, that's basically what it is. And these are sort of little segments worth of that based on that, so they're actually well, they might form an orange, but it's not an actual chocolate orange like the actual Terry's Chocolate Orange, which is. And do it in various forms as well, but the general one is milk chocolate. Alright, well I think we need to just get into these, give them an open, so let's move ourselves down and give them an open. Let's do it. Let's give them an open. Okay, I'm going to give these Terry's Chocolate Orange Minis Biscuits, or Biscuit Minis. I think it's Minis Biscuit because they're not biscuits, you know, to say Biscuit Minis, are they? But anyway, we're going to give them an open. So yeah, let's get into it without further ado. So time recording, I've done about 1,020 reviews, if not more, believe it or not. So just going to appeal to open segment there. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Well, so it's not wanting to open very well, it's kind of open in the middle there. In the top right corner I've got a link to place all my other reviews or some related ones such as other orange chocolate, other Terry's chocolate. Yeah, other related stuff basically. So after you watch this one and like, subscribe, go check those out. Hope you enjoy those too. It's not opened overly well here. There we go. Alright. There we are. So lovely orange oil, I guess, orange smell. You see they're quite small segments and clearly very, I mean, you know, it's just not really full at all. So much wasted space really. We consider as well the fact it had like a false top, you know, so that's how big it looked before. But actuality, there's only about this much at the bottom. Alright, so let's pour them out, why not? And yes, any left in. Okay, look very nice. Yeah, little segments, not quite full segments, so they are mini segments. I mean, it does say the minis, so fair enough. Yeah, there we go. So obviously it does say there is scuffs in transit, and you can clearly see it's a bit, they're all a bit like this, to be honest with you, but they're all, you know, yeah, got a bit of damage. Now you will notice that they are without a lip as well. The actual full chocolate orange these days, not in the old days, but these days, has a lip on it. So it's got, so basically instead of being flat like this, there's actually a lip at the edge here. It goes down a bit, so reducing the weightage basically. But they haven't done it on the small ones, you know, so I don't need to reduce the size, I guess. As far as these are concerned, they can just essentially just put less of them in the pack to reduce the weightage, whereas the chocolate orange, they've kept it the same size, but reduced the chocolate used by adding that lip. So can we actually make, I don't think we can really, because they're not, I don't know, can we make an orange with this? I don't think we can really, you know, I don't think, you can see here, it's, it will probably go round, but it's going to be a hole in the middle. And I don't think I can kind of hold it together. Maybe add some glue. We can clearly see here it's not gonna, you know, it's gonna make a sort of donut rather than an actual orange shape. So they're not really segments as such in the same way that they are for the actual chocolate orange. Well, they are segments, I guess, but they're not going to make up an orange basically. All right, let's give them a bit of a measure then. So we've got the old calipers here. So let's have a look. So the rough width. 3.4, yeah, about 3.4, almost 3.5. And the let's see the thickness at the one end, roughly about 8 millimeters. At the other, roughly about 5. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, and you can see there's lots of knobbly bits in there as well, all the little biscuit pieces. So they are sort of uniform. They do seem to be just round balls, rather than just crushed up pieces. So there's that. Let's give it a bit of a snap. In fact, before I give it a snap, let's just count how many there are. I forgot to do that. So we will see. 5, 10, 15. Run out of space here. Run out of space. 20. 25. And then we'll add another 5 on the edge. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32 there are in there. So yeah, so as I say, it was, what was it? 7 segments was your 130 calories. So 130 calories for just 7 segments, so it's only that many, 130 calories. Yeah, so bear that in mind. So what was it, 32, so 740, 228, 35, so it's roughly a fifth. It's between a quarter and a fifth. I think I said a quarter originally. Yeah, just between a quarter and a fifth. All right, let's give one a bit of a snap then, shall we? Let's see. Yeah, so you can see there the biscuit pieces there, and also some air pockets. Yeah, biscuit pieces seem to be roughly uniform, but I guess this one does look a bit smaller down there, so who knows? But maybe it's just the edge of a biscuit piece. Yeah, probably is the case actually, isn't it? One's, yeah, or just the very end. Well, one side of it, rather than a cross section, which I think these probably are about snapped in half. But all right, well, smell nice, look nice. Did it taste nice? Let's find out. Let's lift myself up, give them a taste. Okay, then everyone, I'm going to give these Terry's Chocolate Orange Minis biscuits, or biscuit minis, a taste. Yeah, so very excited for these ones, very excited indeed. So we've got a few that we, we've opened them basically, so we've got a few here ready to go. So yeah, let's get into them, give them a taste. Lovely, typical Terry's Chocolate Orange taste. Very nice, very orangey. It's that typical Terry's taste, you know. It's made with orange oil. It does work really. It does work very nice, and it's, you know, there are different orange flavours out there, but I think Terry's seems to be it's the standard orange flavour, isn't it? And it's a really nice one actually. And little crunchy biscuit pieces are very good. I love biscuit and chocolate, so long time viewers of the channel will know. And this is a very nice one. It's not just lots of little, I guess the biscuit balls really. But they're prevalent enough to work, but not thick enough to detract from the chocolate taste. So they're actually pretty good. Yeah. I mean, maybe they could be thicker, maybe. But I think they're probably prevalent enough, as I say, just to work, if you know what I mean. And if they were bigger, they might affect the structure of the segments, you know, maybe they'd be too big and, you know, would fall apart a bit. So perhaps it's fair enough. As you can see here, though, there are plenty of them. So I think it works really well. This, you know, I think I'm happy with it. I'm happy, and they taste very Moorish, has to be said. I think for me these are really nice. Terry's chocolate orange is a good 4 out of 5. I think for me, maybe 4.5. I'm not sure. I think this one only improves on it from my point of view. Is it enough to push it up to, you know, for certain a 4.5 out of 5? Hard to say really. I mean, there's nothing too exciting going on, but it just works very well, and that extra crunch just really adds something to it. You know, just adds a new dimension to the chocolate. Yeah. Difficult one, isn't it? I mean, does it really raise it that much? I mean, I think Terry chocolate ones for me is probably a 4 out of 5 generally. I think these ones, you know, and that extra crunch, I think just works very nicely. It's very tasty. They're just well proportioned, really. The size of the biscuit pieces, the amount of them, you know, so you get a good Terry's chocolate orange experience, but with crunchy pieces. You still get enough of the chocolate, you get enough of the orange taste. The biscuit pieces don't detract from that taste because there's no real flavour to them, it's just a texture really. I mean, I'm sure there is a flavour if you really looked into it, but for all intents and purposes, you can't really taste them. It's just more of the texture. As I say, there's plenty of them, but they're not too big to, let's say, take away from the chocolate. They just really work very well. Complement the chocolate and the orange taste pretty in every way that you'd expect, really. So I'm not going to, you know, they haven't really added loads to it, but it's just an extra dimension as far as the crunch and the texture are concerned, and I think it works very well. And I think for me, yeah, it's enough for that extra half mark. 4.5 out of 5. Very nice indeed. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Let me know what you think of this one, whether you think the biscuit pieces make all the difference or whatever you think. Is it worth that extra half mark? Let me know. Leave a comment off it. Always great to hear from you. Always do best to reply. Check out the links in the description for the Discord server and the YouTube member program. Go to support the channel and also be part of the community. And leave a subscribe and leave a comment and leave a like if you haven't already. And take care and have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.